Welcome back to Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. All right, so this is kind of a part two, if you would, testing the new BP50, the Beeman BP50, with the cosmetic care edition, the compensator or barrel cover. And really, the fun thing here is the Home Defense 24 rare tuning ASA, okay? So maybe you already saw the video, the previous video, where I tested this plugged on 12 grams CO2. Got some really great numbers, man. But I got to watch out for my magazines, because apparently the magazines are leaping right out of this gun. So definitely a word for the wise would be to keep that second hand cupped under the magazine, under the handle, so you can catch those magazines. Because I don't know if they're still as rare as they were before, but it took me a while to get a couple extra spare mags, and I don't want to keep breaking magazines. I already broke one of them. So, yeah, so today what we're going to do now is we're going to take the plug out the back, and we're going to try it on 800 PSI high pressure air. Okay, so I'm going to take the plug out the back of the ASA. Okay, we are unloaded. Okay, this is what the marker looks like. Okay, there it is right there in all its glory. Okay, I'll tell you, this thing is nasty now. Oof. I mean, I thought it was pretty good with the heavy steel ball bearings with my tuning barrel, but now adding this additional expansion back here, I'll tell you, it's on CO2, it's a beast. Yeah, so we're going to try it now on my 13 CI tank, high pressure air. I have it pumped up to just about capacity, about 3,000 PSI, maybe just a little tad under that. Okay, this has got a slide check regulator, so the on and off is built into it here. And the output of this is supposed to be 850. However, it's a little on the soft side. It's been putting out about 800 PSI, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw it in here, and I'm gonna air it up first, unloaded, make sure we don't have any leaks. And if everything looks good, I think we'll shoot a round of the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings, right? The big heavy ones that come in about 8.3, 8.4, I think it is. I think about 8.3 grams each, right? The heavies, 50 caliber. Okay. Let's see how it feels. Yeah, it feels pretty good. All right. Back up a little bit. That's what she looks like with the 13 CI tank. Okay. Looks good there. Everything's tight. And let's see. Let me go ahead and air it up. Okay. No leaks. Everything sounds nice and quiet, so that's good. All right, so we're going to shoot this Beeman BP50 on 800 PSI high pressure air. Now, this is probably going to be louder. I mean, I noticed it was considerably louder already, even on CO2, having that rear ASA, that tuning ASA plugged. Now on HPA, I'm expecting it's going to be even louder, so we will put some protection in, keep my ears from ringing. And I'm going to be using the freestanding cranny again. I'll just be calling out the feet per second, but I'm going to be using that, especially now, because I know I have an issue where these mags randomly eject out of the gun from the additional pressures. Okay. Got the laser on. We have our 12.7 millimeter, 8.3, 8.4 gram steel ball bearings. I got 7 of them in there. All right. Mag 1, shot 1. I'm just going to cup my hand under the magazine. Come on. This motion sensing light. There we go. So I'm just going to cup my hand under the magazine just so that I can keep the mag from dropping and hitting the floor. I'll be calling out the feet per second. And here we go. Mag 1, 800 PSI, high pressure air. Mag 1, shot 1. 328.2 feet per second. The mag did drop out, but I was able to catch it. Shot 2. 321.5 feet per second. Mag dropped again. Shot 3. 322.7. Dropped again. Shot 4. 320.8 feet per second. Shot 5. 320.3 feet per second. All right. Magazine looks fine, but I had a couple rounds move on me. Nothing jammed up. They just kind of dropped when the mag dropped. So I got 2 rounds left. So I shot 5 of the 7. Let me load these last 2 rounds in here. We'll get a full magazine, some readings on a full magazine here. But so far, that looks pretty good, those numbers on those heavies. And I think my, whoop. Oh, looks like I think my laser battery just died on me. So we'll just fall back with the other sight. All right, so I got 2 more rounds left. Yeah, the laser's dead. I'm gonna have to charge that thing up. All right, so I'm gonna have to actually aim, it looks like. All right. All right, so this should be shot 6. $324.6 and shot 7. 318.9 feet per second. All right, that was some pretty good strong numbers there. I'll update the video by the time you guys see this with the joules. That was 800 PSI high pressure air. And yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, the gun sounds very healthy. It's running good. The only problem is it wants to, eject magazines on me, which kind of is a problem, if you're not, especially if you're not expecting it to happen, right? So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, when I had the problem with the Pistelli X68, never did really narrow down what caused it. The problem kind of mysteriously went away. The irony was it went away shortly after I got a drum mag, which is what I was going to use as my workaround, was to use a drum mag instead of the factory mags. But yeah, so we still no clue as far as what the workaround is. I know with the X68 mag drop issue, I had tried everything. I tried drilling relief holes in the magazines. You don't want to tape them in there because you're better off just cupping your hand under and catching them. Or if anything, doing a little service loop with tape underwear. Don't want to tape them and hold them in there because then all the abuse, then you break your followers. And you don't want to break your followers. So definitely don't do that. Learn from my mistakes on that one, because I did that early on. I was like, no problem, I'll put some tape around it. Yeah, it ended up destroying, bouncing my follower and breaking it. So on the X68, it never happened with the lighter ammo. It always happened with like the heavier ammo, like 8.5 gram and heavier. With this one, I was getting it even on the 4 gram ammo. So I don't know if I had it using the alien play the 2.7 gram, but definitely 4 gram and up. So I was just shooting the 8.3 gram steel ball bearings, the big ones, the 12.7 millimeter, and I had the problem as well. So no, definitely had the problem with that. And I was getting the mag drop even before I added this home defense tuning ASA. So the additional capacity or even having an air tank on the back isn't causing it. The problem was there. You know, even with the longer tuning barrel, I was having the problem with, like I said, with the factory rear cap, I was having the problem. So again, don't know. Maybe some of you guys, maybe you figured out what's causing it. You know, maybe it's something with the internals. It's hard to say. Don't know. But if I nail it down, I'll definitely be sharing that information with the community. So, all right. Anyways, hopefully that's been a blast for you. That was a blast for me. That's on 800 psi. I mean, this is a 13 CI tank, so it's a good sized tank. And I only used, you know, pretty efficient actually. Not really quite the air hog I was expecting it to be. Just a little over 2,000 psi capacity left, and I was just under 3,000 when I started off with. So I ran 7 of those heavy ball bearings, you know, probably no more than 500 psi capacity used on it, so not too bad. Can't complain about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. There'll be more to come. Peace out.